Good afternoon. We've made it through a week of online learning. I hope that it has been productive. Tuesday, you had your introduction to matrices. Wednesday, you're adding and subtracting. And Thursday, you're multiplying. So on Friday, today, we are going to have our quiz. I will release the quiz after our Zoom time tomorrow. It will be open for you. I hope you watch this video if you have some questions and see if you can answer it. If you have questions later today or tonight, be sure and send them to me and I'll try and answer them tomorrow. For our video today, I just wanted to review the first lesson. It's pretty simple. You just take the information and turn it into matrices and dimensions and elements. The second day, adding and subtracting, again, is pretty simple. The most complex thing that we've had to talk about is our multiplying. So I wanted to be sure that you had your answers to the multiplication. And so your answers are right here. Now, notice I didn't put 2 and 4 because those were just multiplying by a scalar, and then there's 1 or 2 other problems I didn't put answers to because they were just simply multiplying through using the distributive property. These are the answers to the more complicated process of multiplying two matrices together. So you can pause the video and check your work. If you miss consistently all of the problems, then you need to reach out to me, and you can re-watch the video and reach out to me, and we'll see if we can get whatever's not working for you figured out before you attempt your quiz. Now, after you've checked your work, I do want to work number 42 with you just to make sure everybody's on the same page. Remember that you want to multiply the rows of the first matrix by the columns of the second. So remember that rows go across and columns go down. So to multiply, sorry about that, to multiply these two matrices together, I'm going to take the rows of matrix D times the columns of matrix E. Now this is number 42 from your homework. So you would have 1 times 2 plus 2 times 1 plus negative 1 times 3. So I'm just taking the first row by all the numbers in the first column. 1 times 2, 2 times 1, negative 1 times 3. Now I take the same row, multiply it down the second column. So I scoot over a little bit. 1 times negative 5 plus 2 times 0 plus negative 1 times 1. So I've taken the first row, second column. Now I'm going to scoot over and do first row, third column. So I'm going to leave a little space, and 1 times 0 plus 2 times negative 2 plus negative 1 times 1. So first row times all 3 columns. Now I move to the second row and I repeat the process. So I'm going to have 0 times 2, 3 times 1, and 1 times 3. 0 times 2, 3 times 1, 1 times 3, and I need to add all that together. Now I'm going to take that same second row by the second column, and so I'm going to have 0 times negative 5 plus 3 times 0 plus 1 times 1. So second row, second column. Now I'm going to scoot over, take second row, third column. So I'm going to have 0 times 0, 3 times negative 2 plus 1 times 1. So second row, third column, 0 times 0, 3 times negative 2, 1 times 1. Now I've got one more row to go by each column. So I'm going to have 2 times 2, negative 1 times 1, negative 2 times 3. And then I'm going to scoot over and do third row, second column, 2 times negative 5, negative 1 times 0, negative 2 times 1. And I'm kind of writing too big. I'm going to scoot over And I'm going to do 2 times 0, negative 1 times negative 2, plus negative 2 times 1. So third row, third column. Once you have it all worked out, it's just multiplying and adding. So we're going to have 2 plus 2 and negative 3. So 4 plus negative 3 is 1. I've got 0, 3, and 3. That makes 6. I've got 4, negative 1, and negative 6. So that is going to give me a negative 3. Here I've got negative 5 and negative 1 is negative 6. Here I've got 0, 0, and 1. Here I've got negative 10 and negative 2 makes negative 12. Up here I've got 0, negative 4, negative 1 makes negative 5. 0, negative 6, and 1 is another negative 5. 0, 2, and negative 2 is a 0. And so that is your answer for number 42. So after Zoom on Friday, which we'll get over at 10 o'clock, I will open the quiz. Be sure and submit answers to the quiz, but there will be some that you will want to, when you get finished and submit your quiz, be sure and send your work to me through email. I need to see your work. Some of these you're going to need to show me the work and show me the answer. You won't be able to type it into your Schoology. So quiz on Friday over sections 4.1, 4.2. If you have any questions, be sure and email.